Виж изкарали картина.
Пиши, че сме лайв, само че... ето сме лайв.
Окей, има ли Go Live?
Пиши, че сме лайв, 12
Okay.
секунди.
All right.
Чакай,
Very
чакай.
good. Our very first live.
Мога да го изключим да почнем наново.
No, Go Live.
Що си бърках с носа?
Няма
Ти не
значение.
ми каза, че такова е.
Okay.
Дай да го почнем отново.
Go. It's already going. Кликни на...
Не мога да видя къде е това.
Окей. Това е лайв, това не го барай. Тук Go Live. And that's it. And we gotta stop it. All right. Hello, and welcome to our very first live stream. My name is Yanko, and I'm a hypnotist. I work with hypnosis, and business that I work for, it's called, well, it's my own business, but it's called Hypnoyan LLC. And I'm really happy to collaborate with Emo today, who's my colleague in does acupuncture and various other different holistic healing modalities. So welcome, Emil. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell our viewers and audience more about yourself and the business that you do. And we're also blessed to be able to live stream from this beautiful office, which is a very good thing. So, yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Yanko. Hi, my name is Emil Slavkov. I am licensed acupuncturist, licensed massage therapist for the state of Illinois, and also I'm a Reiki practitioner at third level. What we have here, it's a very spacious office. One day we're gonna make a video so we can see details. What we do here is we have an alternative approach to health. What does that mean? So we use everything that it's alternative to help with the symptoms. Just to say, we're not here to diagnose and to promise anything. We're treating people. So I don't heal people. I'm not God. So
I like that you're bringing this out. And it's a good thing to start our live stream with. We're not doctors. We don't diagnose people. We don't cure diseases. In this video, it's mostly for entertaining purposes. Please, if you're having any medical issues or anything, find a qualified practitioner that can help you diagnose your issues or help you heal and get to where you're supposed to be. So back to you. And thanks for bringing this up.
Yep. So we deal with we do treat the symptoms, because a lot of people call me like, oh, how are you gonna treat me if I don't have a diagnosis? Yes, we do. I do my own diagnosis in Chinese medicine. So I'm,
That's right.
as I said, licensed acupuncturist for the state of Illinois, and we do have our Chinese diagnosis. Basically, when people come and they have pain, pain means somewhere the energy is blocked, so there is no energy movement. So what we do, we check where is it, why is there. Also here, it's like I use a lot of my intuition. So there is a lot of times, let's say somebody's sad or somebody's angry, and I said, okay, I know that you're angry at something. You don't have to talk to me. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a psychologist. You can just find one and explain to him better. But I can see that like clenching your teeth, it's coming from anger. And people say, oh yeah, most of it, 99% of the time, people say, oh yeah, that's I'm angry at this and person or something, some event. And then they find a practitioner. I had people with like 4 or 5 sessions of acupuncture. They feel the pain is gone, the clenching of the teeth, all the muscles are released. They don't have to go on and take pills or do many things. So that's that's the benefit.
Well, that was my other question. I was just going to ask you, like, how does acupuncture help people? Like, what are good cases to use acupuncture on somebody that um, can you still try acupuncture if you don't have any issues? Would that be like something that normally people will do? Because when I do hypnosis, you don't have to have something to be able to be hypnotized because you mostly hypnotize during the day. It's a natural state that happens to everyone, and most people don't realize when they're in a trance state. And because hypnosis is just a tool that helps you get in that outer state of mind, um, you kind of learn how to recognize that state when you get into it. But usually people just get into that outer state of mind during their day-to-day operation. They can be washing dishes, doing something, and just get in a trance state. So it's perfectly fine, and you don't have to have anything to be able to experience that state. And I'll actually recommend it to people to um, give time to themselves and treat themselves to allow the nervous system to balance itself, to be able to kind of relax and get it in a nice state, calm, where they breathe naturally, and that overall will help them rejuvenate and release stress because they're just allowing the body to do what the body does best. But how does that apply with acupuncture? I'm curious how can you just regularly do acupuncture without having any issues, or tell me more.
So yes, the Chinese doctors, in the old days, they used to say the real doctor does not, treat sick people. The good doctor prevent them. So people go to the acupuncturist for just to balance the energy. That's why the name of my company is ES Health Balance. They people just come in to get as the energy go, the energy to flow.
Okay.
So as in your practice, people want to improve themselves. So people they don't have to have anything to come and get hypnotized, but they can come and they want to explore the world. They want
Right.
to see many things. The
Right.
same with acupuncture. People come and they come on a regular basis. I have people coming twice a week, sometimes once a week. I have people coming once a month.
Okay.
People coming every 2 months. They don't have nothing to worry about. They have no issues. They have no problems. They have no pain, but they just like to get acupuncture because it's they get that relaxation feeling.
Did they recognize, I'm sorry I cut you off, but did they recognize like the change that happens after you do the acupuncture? And if they do, like how long after say a treatment, or I won't call it a treatment, but you know what I'm talking about, like after they get acupuncture done, because with hypnosis they don't recognize the results right away. Like if you have a hypnosis session and you're hypnotized and you explore different things, it takes a little bit for integration to occur and for this new I would say a change to be recognized. How does that apply to acupuncture? Did they like? Do some people just recognize it right off the bat? Did they just, finish with you and they say, "Wow, I feel like absolutely amazing now," or does it take like a week to feel the change or to feel any kind of difference in the body?
The beauty of traditional Chinese medicine and the alternative medicine is that everything is individual. Every treatment, every time it's different. Every time it's tailored down to this for the person. So everybody has a different response. I had a person, a doctor that doesn't believe in acupuncture, and he's like, "Oh, let me try it anyway. I'm coming, to do cupping and tuina, Chinese medical massage, and some stretching. So let me explore." And once I put the needles, he started explaining to me like, "Oh, I can feel like the energy going this way." I'm like, "Okay, you just describe the stomach channel. Do you have any stomach issue?" He said, "Oh yeah, I had some bloating yesterday," and suddenly he's a believer now. but it's nothing to be a believer or not, because this is all proven now with the MRIs, with all the research. It's proven that acupuncture works. So everybody is different. I had people that they come in and they leave it. They said we don't feel anything. This is it's not working. And 2 days later they call me. They say, oh, I slept so good. I feel relaxed. Just like some energy that was like a burden in me just left my body. And some people, they still say they don't feel anything, but when you go down the questionnaire and you repeat the questions about sleep, about this and that, they suddenly feel better. Like, oh,
Okay, yeah.
my sleep is better. I'm don't get upset that easily now. But overall, there's even people, as I said, they still till today they said acupuncture is not working for me.
Well, if I understand this correct, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong. Like I don't do what you do, but isn't that the actual needles like opening the blood vessels and allowing the blood to like a person that's critically thinking, like, how does that actually work? And then my follow-up question, because I heard that happening a couple of times, some people are thinking that it's really painful because it's needles. So what is your what would you say that to our viewers and audience?
Acupuncture, it's again very individual. A lot of people,
Right.
I have people coming to see me on a regular basis, talking about every week, every 2 weeks for more than 5 years. I have some people coming already 10 years, and sometimes they still feel the needles, and they still feel the ouch. Some people don't feel anything, so they just put the needles, and they already relaxed, and they sleep. Probably they already get used to that place, and they feel relaxed just the moment thinking about it. So it's different. I say you just can feel some little pinch, and like just a little sharp pinch. Sometimes just a dull pain. That means that chi is coming. But overall, I don't like it either. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes when um, I got the needles, like people start needling me, or I needle myself for self-care, I feel like a little pinch, but then the feeling is amazing. After the needles in me, I feel great. But again, everybody is different. A lot of people are still today scared about acupuncture. This is a good question, because this is a Vaccaria seed. This is actual seed. I use it to replace the needles, which is Vaccaria seed, and I put it on the ear. So it's called auriculotherapy. So there's points, like how there's a lot of points in the body that they correspond for specific
Well, you can bring it
symptoms.
up on the front of the camera for a close-up, and they can probably see it better. I don't know if the camera is going to focus up, but that'll be kind of
And with
interesting.
that, I get very good results. I had people with a toothache, with the headaches, with the back pain. After putting this little Vaccaria seed, which is an actual seed. It's a seed
Pull it back a little bit. I don't think it's fixed.
It is from Vaccaria seed.
Yeah. Well, it's not gonna focus on it, but it was worth a try. Like,
Yep.
But
it's good for people to know, what's out there for them. Like a lot of people
right.
say, oh,
And
acupuncture takes time. I have to come in, and it doesn't take time. So what we do this community acupuncture. If Janko just go to
I'm glad you brought
right
this up.
side.
Yeah.
Janko, move a little bit to the right side so people can see outside the chairs, like the zero gravity chairs, which we use for community acupuncture.
right behind me, right there.
So people just come in. Summertime is very easy. Just come in with the shorts, and they're already ready. I can put the needles, in their feet, knee, shoulders. If people come with a tank top, they already, I can needle the shoulder. I can needle the knees, and also ears, scalp acupuncture is really good.
Okay.
I've been treating post-stroke patients, and with the good success. So it's very inexpensive. You can check with me for the prices. I don't want to say prices because they vary, they change year on year. So if I say something, I had a patient call me like, oh, I'm coming. I would like to schedule an appointment. I'm like, okay. So yeah, you said it's $50, right? I'm like, well, when did you talk to me? They're like, oh, it was like 10 years ago. I'm like, well,
Well,
it's a different price. But my point is that community acupuncture is affordable, easy. You come easy in and out. I had a lot of people that are under stress. They come in the 50 minutes and they go on with their day. They come in the morning before work. Some coming, lunch break. Some coming after work so they can go home and sleep. You don't have to take your problems at home. I can just stop by, get the acupuncture, and go home with a great energy.
Great. I'm glad you brought this up. I was going to plug it in, but for our viewers and audience that are watching us live right now, we would love to interact with you guys. If you have any questions or if something comes to mind, feel free to post, ask questions, and we'll love to interact with you. But yeah, every first of the month, the first week of it's Monday, Tuesday, the first Thursday of every month after 6:30 here in
No,
ES
it's a
Health Balance.
Wednesday. It's a Wednesday.
No,
The
first month, the first week, the first
Wednesday of the
Wednesday,
month.
it's 6:30,
6:30.
right? And then the fourth
The fourth
Thursday, it's at 10
10 in the morning.
10 in the morning. So we're doing event that's probably listed under both profiles. You're going to be able to see more information about it. And this is what Emil is talking about, that it's a community acupuncture. You come in, if you're curious about either modality, about acupuncture or hypnosis, you come in and you get a little taste of it, which we're going to be offering in all those events. Or you can just come watch, vibe with us, and talk about different things or questions that run on your mind. But I want to circle back to what I was talking about, more into, like, not everyone it's like into energies and understanding all this energy thing we're talking about. And this is why I was circling back to how the needles, and this is how I understand it, when you get to certain points, those are actually loosening up blood vessels and they're opening the channels for a better blood flow to different parts of the body.
Basically, they're close to the nervous system, the activating it. But
Okay.
before we go into that, I just want to mention about those gatherings. After all, we're people of alternative medicine, and we like to we invite other people that they just want to come and see us, but also people who they have their own gifts or their own feelings and so forth. They can come in as well, because more and more we still meet people that they're like, oh, I cannot talk about it in front of my friends or coworkers because they think I'm crazy. So this is the place where you can come and say, like what you feel, what you need to do, what you want to do.
Right.
A lot of people want to do a lot of changes in their lives, and this is a good place to start, because you're not going to say you're crazy or so. It's not only about acupuncture, that those meetings and hypnosis. It's about get together with same-minded people, and you don't feel like strange that you're talking about energy, you're talking about channels, you're talking about meridians, you're talking about feelings, you're talking about a lot of dreams or anything.
Yeah, let's sidetrack for a second. We also have a friend of ours that's not on the stream right now, but she joins us on those, and she talks about Reiki, and she's a Reiki Master 1 and 2, and she does Reiki energy. But we're not gonna talk about it unless you want to talk about like. I know you understand a little more about Reiki and energy healing. Do you want to talk about it more, or we'll leave that for another live stream?
We can leave this for another live streaming, but the good thing is we are all intuitive here, so we're having fun. Like Thursday in the morning, we have a cup of coffee, Turkish coffee, and we do some readings. We
Oh
have
yeah, I
the
love the Turkish
cards.
coffee.
We
Yes.
have like it's not only just very like a strict gathering, you know. It's just anybody can come
love
in
it.
and just
I
enjoy it.
know when I come in the morning, you already smudging the office. It's nice and welcoming, and it's nice. And guys, I gotta tell you, his Turkish coffee, the way he makes it is the best.
It's,
So if nothing else, that's worth visiting us for. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the other thing is, you know, as we get busy, everybody's gonna make their own coffees. Or I'll make the coffee, and everybody can
Sure.
join for
Yes.
the washing the cups.
Right.
But
Yeah.
the point is that it's not you just come in, get acupuncture, get the hypnosis, and we don't get us wrong. We're not pushing anybody to come in and try those things or
No, of course. I mean,
or get our services. More, it's more about community. Like-minded people come together. As I said, you know, a lot of people are still not comfortable talking to their friends, family, siblings that what they do and like what they like to do, or what they feel, or they have any gifts, and that's the place to be. There is no charge. A lot of people leaving donations, but it's not required. We don't talk about joining a cult, a sect, or church, nothing like that. You just feel free to be yourself, free as a bird. You can talk about anything, and we're not trying to push anything like any alternative matters or any
right. I mean,
religion
yeah,
or anything like that.
we're basically talking about like a different approach to self-care, if I can put it that way. That's how I understand it. A different approach to self-care where you can, empower yourself to live a healthier life, maybe eat more healthier, do different things to better yourself. Or if you're an explorer that explores the power of the mind, or a meditator that's getting in weird states of mind, that'll probably be a good place for you to start it. Share experiences. Maybe if you're curious about energy or energy movement, like we said, we have a colleague that that joins us on those days. She's a Reiki master. She does Reiki. She talks about it, energy. She's all about that stuff. So yeah, this is
that's not we don't want to limit ourselves like to only hypnosis, acupuncture, or Reiki. It's just we're here. That's what we do. That's what we talk about. But some people do different things. They come in and they share their experience with
Yeah, and that was my
meditation, stretching.
Yeah, and that was gonna be my other question. Like, how could this help with somebody with stress or anxiety, or like maybe feeling stuck in life, or like can acupuncture help with that? I know you also do massage. If you want to talk about that a little bit, that'll be great. But I know like just the point of kind of allowing your body to relax and the blood to be moved out, that by itself relaxes you. So that by itself will release stress and other things.
Yep.
And I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you want to share with me that people just come in to have a me time, where they relax, you do the massage, they listen to good music, and then they just feel like, oh, I feel great now after I'm done.
Yep.
So
Yeah, it's a place to be yourself. No judgment. No, a lot of people come in and just put the needles and they just stay with themselves. a lot of people love to come in because, as I said, this is office where we do a lot of intuitive work, energy work, acupuncture, massage,
Mm.
cupping, auriculotherapy. I use the ear seats with, I teach people how to, they can do it for themselves. I use the life wave patches.
That was the other thing I was
Um,
gonna bring out. We did a wonderful video of you showcasing the wife plates at what are they called? Life Wave or
Life wave, yes, we did a
okay.
great video for placements of X39 energy enhancer,
Mm.
and it is, you're not going to be bored, that's for sure. But also, a lot of people come in because they had, excuse me,
That's all right. Happens to me all the time. grab some water.
може да сложиш на пауза, или?
Mm-mm.
Тогава ти говори нещо.
So, as he's coming back, the guy's got to tell you that video we did, check it out on his YouTube channel. This is going to multiple destinations. So if you're watching on YouTube, you're probably going to be able to see that video where he talks about those patches. But they're just another way of like caring for yourself alternatively, to ease different things that you might have, like blockages or different type of pains that they work with. You were talking about that. So yeah, that's pretty much what is that about.
Yeah, we have a lot of tools that under our belt, so it's not only one thing. It's a combination. People come in and they like the acupuncture, but also Tuina, Chinese medical massage. It's very great to to help people with like to see where is the blockage, and as well talking with people, with every person. You can see, you can give them advices where they're like maybe the issue is coming from. So as I said, I had a lot of people coming with different kinds of pain or feelings, or low energy or too much energy.
Yeah,
And
too much energy could be a problem too. Like if you're not grounding, at least like I can talk about myself. I don't know about your, and we're not talking about anybody in particular. We're just exchanging information. But like when I'm too high energy, I gotta ground because otherwise I feel like I'm just like not in the body. I gotta go in nature, spend some time, ground myself. Now the weather, it's kind of getting colder in the part of the country where we're at. But a month ago or a couple of weeks ago, when the weather was decent, I'll just go in the forest, walk barefoot
that's
to
a
like
good
ground myself in ground that energy and kind of feel like okay, because like you can have low energy, you can have high energy. There's different things that are happening.
That's why we don't walk with the shoes inside in the office, because just people not used to walk barefoot, and just that people come in and take their shoes off and they start walking like it's strange for them because this is we're not we're always somewhere out there, like this is also good with acupuncture because like where they say energy, mind follows, energy follows. So once you put the needle
Yeah,
on
and-
somebody,
yeah,
they
right.
feel it. Well, they just bring their mind back, and this is also a very therapeutical and good thing. There is many other it's like it's a good thing to mention that ES Health Balance, this year is the 50th anniversary. So
Oh, congratulations!
the
There you
company
go.
has been around for 15 years.
Wow, long
and,
time.
With all the experience, and of course, I'm not afraid to share and my information, and as well to recommend other people's services. I mean, I'm not The only
No,
one.
no, I understand, but
uh,
let's go back to like the balancing, and that's kind of interesting topic that we started talking about. Um, how do you ground yourself? Do you need to ground yourself? Like, do you feel pretty grounded during the day, or is like
um,
walking in the office gives you that grounding ability? Because like,
that's
man, if
that's
I
not enough. That's you have to
right,
find so many ways. Like washing your hands, even just grabbing the sink. It's supposed to be grounded
well,
or
yeah, metal will ground
the
you right away.
uh, there is different techniques. I'm using a lot of sage and different kinds of incense and herbs to bring the energy down. And yeah, that's a lot of people. They say, "Oh, I'm good. I have too much energy." I'm like, "Is it a good energy, or does it feel like?"
Right.
And people say, "Yeah, I don't. It's a too much energy, but not in the good way." So, okay,
Okay.
let's balance that
Okay.
out. So,
Sure.
I have a backyard, and I try to get out and walk as much as I can barefoot outside. I walk barefoot in the office as much as I can when it's like not super cold,
Right.
which helps me a lot. But I do, like a lot of other meditations and different stuff. Even just using the patches and the needles help a lot, which just I can do it myself.
Well, I'm gonna talk about that with our viewers that haven't experienced it, and if you're in that critical mind thinking fact of the mind where you like gotta analyze everything and talk about it, um, and you don't know about grounding and think it's like something in the woo woo. It's not a woo woo. Like if you grab a voltmeter with both your hands, you're gonna see the voltage coming out of the body. You're gonna produce electricity. Um, and so when you grounding or um, I've heard the other term for it. It's called earthing, where you actually earth yourself. And my understanding is that our ancestors and grandpa, grandmas, they were doing that because they were walking barefoot and planting tomatoes outside in the yard, doing all that stuff. But now that we're moving more into the 21st century, we have a lot more different materials that are better insulators that separate us from the earth, from being grounded. And that makes me think about something else. Some time ago, I was reading a book about yoga, and they were talking about how that the yogis sit on a blanket that it's made out of wool to separate themselves so they're not grounded. So when they meditate, they can close the energy circle inside their body to move the energy through all the chakras. And that was kind of like a moment for me. Like I was just amazed that that's what they were doing. They were not just sitting in the ground, grounded, and trying to move any kind of type of energy or anything. So yeah,
Yeah, that's everything has a purpose. A lot of them, they do sit on the ground with the first chakra, so they can ground themselves. But also, you don't have to ground yourself, as Yanko said. They use the wool blankets to separate themselves from the earth. And the same thing with all the modalities. It's you have to have a goal, you have to have a clear intention, and
that's right.
we can work towards it. There's people coming, as I said, with a lot of energy, low energy, people not aware of themselves because it's on the outside. So with acupuncture, meditation, hypnosis, we help them to get in their body, to their body, and start be more not people pleasing, but be more soul pleasing. So there's we all here on the earth, we are all souls, and
Well, I'm really glad you brought this up because most people think they're just a mind or a body, and they think that I'm this body, and when the body um, dies, I die, or I'm the mind. And I usually ask people if they're not quite sure.
you don't have to believe us on that, So it's
That's
just
right. That's
our, it's
right. That's
just
what I was gonna
our
say.
opinion.
Right. I encourage everyone as I have another live show this not this. This we're doing for the very first time. We'll see how it goes. But um, I encourage other people on the show, the other show that I do with my dear friend Carrie Lewis from New York, to try it. Test it yourself. Don't take our word for it. Just give it a go. But give it a couple of tries, not just like a one time and be like, oh, it didn't work. Okay,
Yeah, that's the point. You can go you can go to some place and see if if you like the atmosphere, if it's like a lot of people come and check, is it clean, is it not clean, but you you just have to give it a try. You have to get involved. A friend of mine recommended his buddy to come and see me for a pain, and the person came in. I put few needles, stretched him, worked on place where there was the pain, whatever I need to do. I did whatever I need to do. Put cupping, just everything went really nice. And this person had a problem for many, many years, and then suddenly he called my friend and says, "Oh, I'm still in pain with acupuncture. This treatment doesn't work for me." It's not. I mean, I don't want to say like it works for everybody, or I don't want to. Don't get me wrong to say, "Oh, this is the only cure, and this is I'm the cure," and stuff like that. But to give it a try, you need to get involved. Meaning, you have to, schedule at least 5, 6, maybe let's put 3 to 5 visits and see if it's going to work for you. And of course, if you had a problem for 10, 15 years, may work. It may not work right away. But
well,
get involved,
that's a good point, because you're used to being that way for so long. And this is something I tell people that, especially when I work with their mind, you've trained your mind to operate that way for 20, 30 years or so. And then you expect, sudden like change like that when you're enforcing it every day for so long to help you the way it helps you. So this is a good point, though. I like you brought it up.
Yeah, we're just here to show that there is another way. It's like, it's not the only way. It's not, that's not the only way, but it's different, different way. And we're here to show you few of our ways. That's what we do, what we practice. And, but you have to get involved. It's like anything, when you go to school, you can graduate the school. There's so many people that I know that they went to school, they never did, like study at home, and they graduated with honor. But most, for us, the rest, 99%, you have to go home, open the book, read, have to practice, have to study, and that's what it means. You cannot do the same thing over and over again without no changes and expect different results. It's
well,
really
even if that brings me back to like right at the beginning when we started saying that we're not doctor, we're not diagnosing anybody or any of that stuff, and basically you don't even have to have something to be able to explore different approaches to life. So and the reason I'm saying this is that it's like going to a dance. You don't have to be a great dancer to go in a dance or to enjoy yourself. You can treat yourself, get it like a massage, get acupuncture, or have an experience with hypnosis or something else. And that's why I wanted to bring this back, because it's not just centered around people that have issues, or obviously if you're having chronic issues and you're seeing a doctor, and the doctor it's treating you and doing all kinds of stuff for you and everything, this could be like a complement to that service. The doctor is doing all the healing, he's doing everything else, and this is just kind of like a complement to maybe make you feel better because you're already on painkillers or doing something else which we're not healing. Same applies to me. I mean, don't let me put words in your mouth. I'm gonna let you talk about it in a little bit. But at least with me, I'm not healing anybody. I'm not fixing anybody. I'm complementing the services that the doctors do. And I'll give an example real quick. If somebody's allergic to anesthetic and he can have a root canal done, they could use hypnosis to numb that part of the body so they can have a root canal done. And in that example, I'm not the doctor, I'm not doing the root canal, I'm just complementing the doctor's services. So in the same way, I'm thinking, if somebody's having some kind of issue, it's seeing a doctor, it's already doing the healing and everything else, this could be a complement to what the doctor is doing to bring more benefit. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Of course, yes. That's why a lot of times when people come in and says, "Oh, what is my diagnosis?" I don't do diagnosis. I just work on a specific area. Let's say people coming with um, specific pain in the neck, and I always tell them, let's do 4 or 5 treatments. See if you feel better. We keep going.
Right.
If the things are not going in the directions you wanted them to go see a doctor. I always encourage for me. It's not going to change my treatment. When people bring me MRI, X-ray, I like it. I love it. I want to see what's going on, and it's really it helps me a lot. But it doesn't change much about my treatment. But they can see for them. They want to know for themselves. I had a person I was seeing for about a few months, and then he moved to a different state, and he's like, well, I have to drive now on the weekend like few hours to see you. I like coming to the office. It's really uplifting, and it's people like it. So, but I don't know if it's beneficial for me. I said, you're the only one who knows. If you're better. He's like, yeah, but I don't know how is my my back. I was treating specifically this person for lower back pain, and so I said, okay, just go see the same doctor, go to the same the same MRI, and see what's going to happen. If you want to black and white, then you have to go and do it. So he went, and he got the the report back from the radiologist. Condition slightly improved, and
Okay.
the same thing. I refer people, and I really always say, oh, go check with your doctor. As Janko says, complementary. Complementary means alternative medicine. It's like you totally replace the the conventional way, like the Western medicine.
Yeah,
No.
it complements. It
Complementary
complements.
medicine.
Yeah.
That's why they call it complementary medicine, because you work together. You go do see your doctor, and doctor tells you, hey, you have this and that. Okay, what is your approach? How do you want to approach it? Some people don't do anything. Some people pray. Some people do hypnosis.
That's
Some
right.
people do Reiki. Some people come and say, hey, what you can recommend? And how long it's gonna take, nobody knows, but people ask these questions, and everybody is different.
Well, that makes me think of something else, though. And I apologize for cutting you off again. Knowing how the power of the mind works and everything, and there's already studies done that, and they have terms for that. They call it placebo, when they give you a medicine that's not medicine, and with the power of the mind and your belief system, you cure yourself. And then the other side of it, it's nocebo, where you're thinking about a disease and you're perfectly healthy, and you give yourself a disease with the power of your mind.
Yep. Well,
So,
that's why
so
it's
I mean, it was
not,
kind of funny when you brought it and you said, "Oh, some people pray and they do that." Of course, I mean, if that brings them to a healthy health balance, why not? Pray, do whatever works for you.
That's again, it's a different approach. We have the alternative approach to health, meaning, example, people come in and they say, oh, I have a high blood pressure. I'm like, okay, most of these people slouching forward. They're thinking a lot about the past. So I told them, you have to be more I'm not telling them, like don't take your pill or I can cure you. Don't get me wrong. I'm just telling them a lot of times that where the problem coming from, and eventually they say, oh, I try to walk more straight, be present, think more about the moment, not going that much in the past, and
Right.
they get better. I mean, you cannot treat everything. You cannot tell people, promise anything because there is a lot of things that are, coming like from the they brought down from the generation to generation. A lot of things are inherited,
Yeah.
but we can even we're not gonna go that deep because
Well, no, that's good
even
though.
even there, people swear they can do changes. There is a lot of
And
healing modalities where you can do. I'm just reading great book on the theta healing, which is that you can change many things if you put your energy and your mind into it.
right, right.
Yanko can help with a lot of this stuff because it's
Thank you.
I as a practitioner I've done when people come in we start with acupuncture, massage, cupping, and also Reiki. I'm also a Reiki practitioner, so I see a pattern and I tell them, this pattern is coming. Sometimes it just shows me. It doesn't
Right.
show you from when, but it's you brought it back from the previous some of the previous lives that you had, and suddenly people feel better, and they say, oh, a lot of people ask me, how do you know this is the truth? Because when I tell people, they feel calmer, they feel relaxed. When you tell them that, they accepted it. They know when you're, trying to bullshit them, like, oh, and this and that, and
Well, that's going back to what you were saying. We encourage people to try it for themselves. If you meditate or do some kind of practice and you do it at one point or
try
another.
it. You don't have to be open. A lot of people don't believe in this stuff. So,
right.
but try it because if a lot of people come to me and says, oh, I don't ask how the phone is working. I just use it. The phone is so complicated. When I go to
that's a great example, though.
when I go to the store, I don't know.
Yeah.
Open the phone, tell me everything how it works. And people just come in and they say, I'm open to receive healing. And like just do whatever you need to do.
That's right.
A lot of people like, oh, this is gonna help me. I don't think this is gonna help me. Do you think when you block yourself, it's not that you're blocking yourself. That's all. Is it gonna help? Nobody knows. But there is like pessimists that open pessimists where they come in and try and they just let it be for the moment. And this is also the other thing great about hypnosis, acupuncture, or alternative Reiki, that they bring you to the moment, because this is the most important thing.
Right.
That the moment that you hear, you forget about all your problems, and that's the good thing. You just get out of your daily routines and go back to your body, because in your when you're people say how do you how this is like this is how do I know what's right, what's wrong? There is no right and wrong. The soul doesn't know, or you, because when you say when you say the things, people you feel relaxed, you feel calm, you feel connected. So this is where that what you're saying, it's it is what it is. I cannot say if it's true or not true, because I cannot go personally back in many lives back, and but when you're saying it and when people hear it, it makes sense to them, and so this is this is where you can have the healing, because a lot of people coming, and we're bringing many things from everywhere.
Right. And I was gonna say, usually when I was experiencing myself, and I'm gonna share this with the viewers and everybody. You don't have to be in a certain situation to get in a trance state. Usually when you start meditating and you're setting a time aside to be able to be with yourself, then you can have different type of experiences, and that's what started to happen when I started to meditate. I started to get flashbacks and memories from like previous lives and other things like that. And and usually I'm pretty critical about things, and as the people say, if it quacks like a duck and it moves like a duck, it must be a duck. So that's what I was like, going in between it, having the experience, experiencing it, and trying to put sense to it. But that's all I gotta share. But yeah.
Yep, yep. This is, I mean, we're kind of going away from what we started in the beginning. Janko asked me for the acupuncture. The the acupuncture. It's that's just a tool. What I tell people, this is like
Right.
not only acupuncture. Whatever we do here, it's just to give you the
Right.
energy,
Different modality.
to have the energy, to
Hmm.
have the strength, to have the power and support to do something. It's like you're going to the gas station. You go in to fill up your car with the fuel and continue. So everybody has a different fuel.
Right.
For us, the fuel is the energy. And how do get the energy? And people say, oh, energy is everywhere. Yeah, but we see so many people like coming and they're like, oh, I have no energy. So
It's a good thing that you brought this up, though. We
so you're
just
so
had this
disconnected
conversation.
from that. I mean, it's all connected. Like in Chinese,
Right, right, right,
medicine, you
right,
have to
right.
have the heaven chi, the good chi, that's the food. But you know, the universal energy, it's free. You know, and we don't charge for the energy; we charge for our time. A lot of people come in and says, "Oh,
That's right.
when I'm gonna be ready." I'm like, well, I don't have this power to say, oh, this person is going to get cured today, that person is going to get cured tomorrow. Let me see my schedule. No, we just, you basically come in and pay for our experience, for our time. Everything else, it's a universal job. It's nothing to do with us. We're just here to guide you and to help you. And, actually, I'm very proud of what we do because um, about 20 years ago, when I was with the stress and anxiety, panic attacks, I didn't have any way to go. I just go to the doctor and they're like, oh, we're gonna give you some pills now. Yeah, I don't want pills because the pills they changing your chemistry. I mean, this is for me. I'm not saying don't go get pills. There is so many times that people
Right,
can
right,
get
right.
pills, but I did not take any pills when I was going through that hard time of my life because yes, I'm sensitive, but pretty much 95% of the time when people come in and they're really open and they want to receive treatments and they want to get better, uh, with the sensitivity gets me uh, the right gets us both in the right directions because
That's right.
it's that's the sensitivity to feel things, to sense things, and a lot of times when people lie on the table and I just go and they're like, oh yeah, that's right. How do you know? Like I didn't tell you anything. How do you know that my pen is there? I'm like, you don't have to tell me. It's like
Right.
that's the same with Janko, probably with the hypnosis. So it's not. I did with him few sessions, and I love it. It's not like we're not like okay, we're gonna do about this and that. When we start working, you just go to
Yeah, you don't know
any
what's gonna
direction.
come up. That's
Yeah.
like if I can, compare it to something. It's like if you're doing a repair in a kitchen and you start breaking the walls and you find something inside the walls, you didn't know it's there. It's a
Yep.
surprise. So it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, you're just
You
gonna
start
see
exploring.
the pipe is leaking. I'm like, yeah,
Right.
it's okay. We're gonna just leave it
Yeah,
leaking.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
you just
yeah.
you go there and fix it.
So we don't know what to expect. It's my point. You start exploration and things come out, and you're like, "Oh wow, I didn't know that was there."
And it's a lot about to be patient because a lot of times people come in with a shoulder, let's say shoulder pain. And shoulder pain, this is like the muscles are holding the shoulder up. There is a lot of ligaments, tendons. But in a in about a few weeks, people say, "Oh, it's still not healed there. I still have the pain there." I'm like, "Well, the acupuncture is working. It's working on something in your body. Let's say the spleen. Spleen hold things up in Chinese medicine. So to shoulder to be to be not to be even, muscles have to hold up. So energy is working to tonify the spleen, to tonify the energy, and to help you feel better. The good, yeah, from my experience, what I see, sometimes people come in and they get better in a couple of sessions, and they come back in a few years and they feel even worse. This is not the help they're looking for. A lot of people coming. I had 6 months, 2-3 times a week, patient with a lower back pain, but till today, knock on wood, he's okay. He's feeling fine. It takes time, but it's there, for a longer time, especially after we realize we have to take more care about ourselves, because it's we think everything it's given to us, like hey, this is never gonna change, but one thing is changing is happens every second. Every second a change is happening, and again, we're not going to use bad for better or for worse, but change is happening. You know, that's for sure.
Right,
A lot of
right.
people, when they come in and then with the anxiety and stuff, like, yeah, anxiety, it's like panic attack, it's fear of that. And I always say, oh, we're all gonna die. And they say, oh, that's not nice to start with. Like, we just have to know that
That'll be a
know,
very very depressing topic to talk about to some people.
yeah, the
I
point
know.
is that it's gonna happen. Nobody knows.
Right, right,
Well,
right,
I mean,
right.
some people, they claim they know when they're gonna leave the earth. A lot of people meditating, they want to choose the date to leave their body. But overall, the point is that when you're here, you have to try to get the best out of it. There is a
Right.
there is a point where you have to understand that it's all landed to you. Whatever
Right.
it's you have, it's just a present for you to enjoy, to ride on. It's up to you how you're gonna ride it, how you're gonna use it.
Right. Yeah. Well, we're coming to an hour of this live stream, and we're gonna cut it short in a little bit. Any last words you wanna
Let
leave
me
our
see.
listening audience and viewers? Anything you wanna pass on to people before
I'm
we?
trying to see if any questions. There's only one comment. Oh, thank you, Peanut. He's the best. He's the best. He has so much knowledge. I love the place. Very comfortable and friendly. Thank you so very much. Yep, we're trying um, our best to improve and to change in a in a in a way that we have more free time to see more people, to help more people, and to change people. Because it's nice when people call you in a few years, and like, even if they have already gone, they are not coming to see you. They call you for Thanksgiving or text you, say, hey, thank you. Um, just want to say a big thank you, because we feel that we're different because of you, and it's not because of me. You did a change, but we're here to help and to support in any way.
Right.
A lot of things you cannot challenge, but that you can balance them. So that's why we're here to help you balance. We're not trying to convince anybody what's true, what's not true.
Yep.
There is nothing wrong or right. The only thing we're trying to express more things with in a positive way, and try to be more using more positive affirmations, and most important, to find what can help you and what can work for you, because it's not
That's right.
one one thing for all, like one size or one treatment fits
Yeah.
all.
One shoe fits all.
Yeah, as you know, during COVID, I had people coming just for fire cupping, and that's what it helped them. I had a people with cough, that they were coughing. Even doctors didn't want to see them, when it was in the beginning. And
Hmm.
I started with acupuncture and cupping, and down the road, a lot of people were used to massage, but then they ended up, when they had to, when it comes down to time and money, they had to choose, they choose acupuncture. They came in and put the needles, and they feel the difference, with acupuncture you can, you can do many things. And again, I keep saying acupuncture because massage and cupping, that's what I'm, what I do. I cannot tell people, about something else, but from my personal experience, and as we say back home, "Etnosis nai, baba nosi bai." It's like that's like if you go,
I
you
want to see
know,
how you're gonna translate that
yeah,
one.
this is very hard to translate, but basically, um, you help with people with what you can, and it's nothing. Everybody's different. Everybody's unique. Everybody has different gifts and different. He
That's
went
right.
to different schools
Yep,
to study
yep, yep.
different things. But I mean, if again have any questions, you can always contact us. And again, Yanko, he's gonna tell you his information. But again, Emil
Ooh.
Slavkov, he has health
Well,
balance.
yep,
I
yep.
have that acupuncture wave. As well, I use a acupuncture wave, so easy to remember. If he has health balance, it's goes away, from your mind. Acupuncture wave.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
back to Yanko, and that's gonna wrap it up for me. Again, you can. Right now, I'm here 7 days a week, even Sunday. Email me. Or the best thing is if you guys come to our meetings. That's going to be fun, and also to get to know us and to know the office. So we expect you. Actually, it's not this Thursday, so the following Thursday is the third Thursday
That's
of
right.
the month. And
I was just gonna say that, in the next Thursday at 10 a.m. we're gonna get together here. We're gonna have one of our colleagues help with Reiki. I'll be doing some kind of meditation, something guided. He'll be doing a community acupuncture. It's gonna be fun,
coffee,
people.
acupuncture. If
Right,
you don't drink
right, right.
coffee, you don't have to do everything we're saying. If you don't drink
Coffee,
coffee,
yes,
you don't have a
yes,
tea or just
yes,
a water.
yes.
So it's not nothing that's written in the stones. It goes like it goes. Sometimes we just get together and we just talk. We don't do anything, and you know, first couple of times we started at 7 and we finish at 10:30, 11.
Yep. We go a long
PM,
ways.
and then yeah, we're kind of starting at 10 and we're supposed to be done at 12,
Right.
but we're done at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So from 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours, they go so fast and easy.
But yeah, let us know in the comments. Get in touch with us. And this is why we're going to be doing this live streams. Let us know what you like. Interact with us. We would love to hear from you, interact with you, get your feedback. Let us know if you have any questions, anything that, boggles your mind. If we can help you answer those questions, interact with us. That'll be great. If you can't make it to the office, get on our live streams. We'll read the comments. We're going to be better prepared next time, and even bring you in. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye from me, and have a wonderful weekend. Have a good night, day, or whatever part of the world you are in.
Enjoy it.